Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Doctor Who. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 7 of season 4 of Doctor Who. And the Doctor has a daughter out there who then incidentally turned into be his wife. And is the daughter of another doctor. Timey-wimey, isn't it? So I absolutely was like, she's so cute. Oh my God, I love her. And then it was like, by the way, David Tennant married her. And not only that, she's the daughter of a former doctor. I love it. I love that they keep it all in the family. If you can't keep it in the pants, keep it in the family. It's a weird thing that I heard and have repeated ever since. Don't do that. I mean, keep it in your pants if you want, but don't keep it in the family. Anyway, I absolutely find it adorable that the actress that I was like, she is cute. And then come to find out David Tennant was thinking the same damn thing. And I'm sure she was thinking the same thing of him. I mean, I was like, nice pull, David. And I'm like, actually, nice pull, Georgia. Good job, kids. So that was really fun. But the fact that there might be another Time Lord out there, I don't know. Can we call her a Time Lord simply because she is a progenation of a Time Lord? Or do they have to be genetic in the sense of with another Time Lord to be very Time Lordish or ladyish? I don't know. But anyway, she's out there. She regenerated, or it looked like a regeneration to me, but I kept thinking of the Project Genesis from Star Trek. And then I was just like, no, the terraforming, it did it to her. I don't know why I went Christopher Walken with that. Now, anyway, guys, I'm cracking up. I'm really excited to get into this because season 4 finally started on YouTube and everyone's super excited about it. And I'm super excited about it, but I'm more excited just to kind of see what a lot of these stories and bits and pieces that we have seen in the first 6 episodes have to do with the latter half of the episode, because they don't have an episode and then never reference it again. So I feel like we're going to see Jenny again. And I feel like progenation is interesting. The whole concept of duplicating somebody's DNA to make, not duplicating it, I guess, taking it, mixing it up and creating something else, or somebody else in that matter. But, we had Martha, we've had Rose appear. Somebody told me that Wilf was a former companion of Doctor Who and then showed me a picture and I was like, Wilf could have gotten it. Yes. So I'm rather enjoying that. This is a very companion heavy season, and it's so funny because I think back in season 2 when we met Sarah Jane, I was just like, do they ever all just get together and hang and have a little talk and maybe have a little bitch and moan fest about their travels and how hard it was, but then remember the good times. I would like to sit back and have a nice little drink with the companions and just shoot the shit, man. So it's really interesting that a lot of them are kind of being incorporated into this season. Now, I don't know what that means. It could just be a great way of storytelling and how important the companions are to the Doctor, because we see with Donna that that's his bestie, man. That's he wanted a mate, he got a mate. And she's there to be tough on him and to give him love whenever he needs it. And, we especially saw that with the Santorans, because she was mad at him and hit him and then grabbed his arm and hugged him, so it's that's a proper friendship, is it not? And, Martha really still cares about him and wants him to be, happy. And she also knows the danger that Donna's in. And Donna shared that danger with Wilf. And I love Granddad. I don't know if I want to call him Wilf or Granddad. Everybody's calling him Wilf, and I want to call him Granddad because I've only heard him called Wilf once. But they had a really sad moment together when, there's a chance that she could leave and never come back and he would never see her again and no one would ever know what had happened. And, her mother might overreact to that, but him knowing that adventurous spirit needs to be tended to one way or another is very supportive of her traveling with the doctor, and not in a way where he's like pushing her for it, but is like, if that's what you want to do, go do it. And I love that about him. Oh, I was actually talking to my mom today because unfortunately my aunt passed away last week. And so we were talking about, the fact that my aunt got to be a grandma for a really long time and how I felt a little shortchanged that I didn't have a granddad growing up. My father's father passed away before I was born, and my grandfather from my mother's side passed away when I was 4. So I've never properly had a grandfather, and I noticed that I adopt old men. I really do. I'm like, that's my granddad now. I do the same thing at the dental office. Whenever we have kind of an older patient that comes in, all of a sudden he's my favorite patient. And when they pass, it's always really hard on me. And I think I just adopt granddads, and I 100% have adopted granddad. and I love him, and I want him to be safe. I want him to be happy, and I want him to see the stars. I mean, technically he's already seen the stars, but I want him to see it in this version. I want him to ride in the blue box. I don't know if we get that. I don't know if that's a fool's wish for me to want this for granddad, but that's what I would really, really like to see if we could. So guys, I don't know what to expect in the latter half of this season, but I'm excited for it because you guys are all excited for it. I have heard so many people say like season 4 and season 5 are their favorite, and I'm excited to see why. Like, I think that like I'm still a fan of season 1, and like that, the aliens were awful, but the stories were great. The acting was wonderful. I absolutely loved Eccleston. I love David Tennant. I'll be very sad when he's not the doctor anymore, but I'm really excited because everyone's excited for Matt Smith. So, when you guys say you're excited for something, I believe you. And that just means that I can't wait to find out why. So guys, let's get into it.
Smell that air. The Hintermint must be the 1920s.
Oh.
You can tell what year it is just by smelling.
That's amazing.
Or maybe that big vintage car coming up the drive gave it away.
That would do it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon, Professor Peach.
Professor Peach.
Beautiful day. Lord's in his heaven, all's right with the world. Reverend Golightly, Lady Edison requests that you make yourselves comfortable in your rooms.
I need to check something in the library.
Oh, it's supposed to be a party. All this work be the death of you.
Oh, boy.
A party in the 1920s, that's more like it.
Trouble is, we haven't been invited.
Yet.
Oh, I forgot.
I was right.
About what?
Kept secret all these years. It's unbelievable. Heavens. Oh, it's you. I was just doing a little research.
Who's he talking to?
Hey, what are you doing with that lead piping? That's impossible.
Oh! Was that a fly? I'm thinking Goldblum now from the 80s. Creepy! I hate bugs. And bug noises. I don't know if I'm gonna like this episode. I don't want to see bugs. Unless it's Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc? Look, I'm reeling and dealing. The unicorn and the wasp. Great. More unicorns, please. Less wasps.
We'll be late for cocktails.
Donna! What are you wearing? Girl!
What do you think? Flapper or slapper?
Both.
Flapper, you look lovely.
She slaps, though.
Forgive me, but who exactly might you be?
I'm the doctor, and this is Miss Donna Noble.
Good afternoon, my lady. Topping day, what? Spiffing. Top hell.
You sound crazy.
Doctor, how could I forget you? But one must be sure with the unicorn on the loose.
A unicorn?
Unicorn.
The unicorn, the jewel thief, nobody knows who he is. He's just struck again.
Which
Snatched
probably
Lady
means it's a
Babington's
woman.
pearls right from under her nose.
Funny place to wear pearls.
May I announce...
I love Donna.
You are a super lady.
Oh, I like the cut of your chin. Chin.
Your usual, sir? Ah, thank you, Davenport. Just how I like it.
Were they flirting?
Miss Redmond.
Spiffing to meet you at last, my lady.
Oh, she's the unicorn, isn't she?
Reverend Arnold Golightly.
How are you?
I can't possibly remember everybody's name. I already forgot the two dudes that were flirting with each other with a drink.
Some of these young boys deserve a decent thrashing.
Couldn't agree more, sir.
Typical. All the decent men are on the other bus.
A lady who needs no introduction.
No, please, don't.
Or it was a red herring and she's the unicorn. Everybody's the damn unicorn now, aren't
Agatha
they?
Christie.
What about her?
That's me. No. You're kidding.
You're kidding!
Christy, I was just talking about you the other day. I said, I bet she's brilliant. I'm the doctor, this is Donna. Oh, I love your stuff. What a mind. You fool me every time. Well, once, but it was a good one.
You're an unusual couple.
Oh, yeah,
We're
for
not
sure.
worried. Well, obviously not. No wedding ring.
You don't miss a trick.
I'd stay that way if I were you. The thrill is in the chase, never in the capture.
Ooh, she's after the unicorn, I think. Oh boy, what was that about?
The date on this newspaper. It's the day Agatha Christie disappeared.
She disappeared? Maybe I don't know anything about Agatha Christie.
No one knows exactly what happened. She just vanished.
This is true? Did she vanish?
Her car will be found tomorrow morning by the side of a lake. 10 days later, Agatha Christie turns up in a hotel in Harrogate, and she'd lost her memory.
It's not about the chase. Or it's about the chase, not the conquest? Is that what she said?
The library! Murder!
Murder! Murder!
Watch broke as he fell. Time of death was 4:15.
Bit of pipe,
Now they're doing their own murder mystery, eh?
but I reckon that's blunt enough.
Nice eye, Doctor.
Professor Peach in the library with the lead piping.
I've never seen Clue, but it feels like it's from Clue.
Chief Inspector Smith from Scotland Yard, known as the Doctor. Miss Noble is the plucky young girl who helps me out.
Plucky young girl.
The plucky young girl who helps me out.
Police women in 1926.
I'll pluck you in a minute. Why don't we phone the real police?
Well, the last thing was PC Plod sticking his nose in. Especially now I've found this. Morphic residue.
Morphic.
From a wasp.
Death left behind when certain species genetically re-encode.
A murderer's an alien.
I mean, yeah.
Agatha Christie didn't walk around surrounded by murders. I mean, that's like meeting
Don't
Charles
taste it.
Dickens
Oh.
and he's surrounded by ghosts at Christmas.
Well,
Next thing you know, you'll be telling me it's like Murder on the Orient Express, and they all did it.
Murder on the Orient Express.
One of your best.
But not yet.
Yeah. Tell you what, copyright, Donna Noble.
Anyway, Agatha and I all dressed in the suspects. Donna, you search the bedrooms, look for clues.
God, I enjoy Donna.
You'll need this.
Is that for real?
You're ever so plucky.
It's a detective with a magnifying glass. Come on.
I'll work with you, gladly, but for the sake of justice, not your own amusement.
Killjoy. He's like, dang it! I wanted to have fun with Agatha Christie.
And where were you?
Oh, yes, I was taking a constitutionals behind the house.
Just making out with a dude.
Taking a stroll, that's all.
Alone?
Oh, yes, all alone. Totally alone. Absolutely
Yeah.
alone. Completely. I wandered, lonely as the proverbial cloud. There was no one else with me. Not at all.
Yeah, you can't say.
And where were you?
Well, I went to the toilet when I arrived, and then,
She looks familiar. Who is that?
Oh, yes, I remember. I was preparing myself, positively buzzing with
Jin Urso.
super fan of meeting Lady Eddie.
I'd recognize those teeth anywhere. Everybody's been in this damn show, haven't they?
I was in my study, reading through some military memoirs. Fascinating stuff.
Very fascinating.
In the army. Started reminiscing. Terrible war.
Colonel, snap out of it.
Terrible war. Cursed memories.
Oh, sorry. Got a bit carried away there.
Yeah, a little bit.
And where were you at 4:15, my lady?
I was sitting in the blue room taking my afternoon tea. It's a ritual of mine. I needed to gather strength for the duty of hostess.
She's depressed.
No alibis for any of them.
Orient Express. They all did it.
Such an experienced detective, you missed a big clue.
What, that bit of paper you nicked out of the fire?
You were looking the other way.
Yeah, but I saw you reflected in the glass of the bookcase.
You crafty man.
Uh-huh. Oh, David Tennant smirking like that. Stop, my heart can't handle it.
The word is maiden.
Maiden! What does that mean?
Why did he yell?
Our nemesis remains at large, unless Miss Noble's found something.
Did she find something? Oh, trouble is what she found.
Anything in...
How come it's locked?
Lady Edison commands it to be so.
Why? What's in there?
Many years ago, Lady Edison returned from India with malaria. She locked herself in this room for 6 months until she recovered. Since then, the room has remained undisturbed.
Malaria. She catch a bug? A wasp?
How long's it been empty?
40 years.
40 years.
All right, I need to investigate. You just buttle off.
I don't know. He might lock you in there, girl. Be careful. Like, did she seal it off because of the malaria? Lingering? Or the fact that she can turn into a wasp?
1926, they've still got bees. Oh, what a noise! All right, busy bee, I'll let you out.
Oh, Donna.
Find you with my amazing powers of detection.
Love her. Oh, God. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Oh, God. Oh. Donna. Oh, smart. Oh!
It's a giant wasp.
But not like...
I mean, a wasp. That's giant.
Not like a giant wasp. Like a giant wasp.
There are no such things as giant wasps.
Exactly. Question is, what's it doing here?
Yeah, it shouldn't exist. Good job, Doctor. Oh, no. Just stare at it and let it crush you. That's the best plan. Don't move. You know, dive out of the way.
The poor child.
Poor little child. Is that the child from the malaria? Malaria?
Oh, you are wonderful.
Don't get too excited, Doctor.
Just stop there.
Fly boy!
Or fly girl.
Quick, before it reverts back to human form!
No, we want to know where or how or who.
Show yourself!
Nope. Great shot.
Stories are true. I found my husband with another woman. A younger, prettier woman. Isn't it always the way?
Mine was with a giant spider, but same difference.
You and the doctor talk such wonderful nonsense.
They do, don't they?
People love your books. They're going to be reading them for years.
If only. Try as I might, it's hardly great literature. I'm afraid my books will be forgotten.
Oh, heavens no.
Those flower beds were perfectly neat earlier. Now some of the stalks are bent over.
Ah. So jewelry from the unicorn. Oh, no. Goodness.
Someone came here tooled up. The sort of stuff a thief would use.
The unicorn.
Oh, okay. I was right. Just really wrong about what it was.
Come on, Agatha. What would Miss Marple do?
Miss Marple? Who writes those?
Copyright Donna Noble. Add it to the list. Okay, we could split the copyright.
No. Something's inhibiting my enzymes.
Oh!
I've been poisoned.
What do we do?
Just you?
It's cyanide.
Cyanide? Sparkling cyanide? It's fantastic, but it'll kill you. How do you...
I beg your pardon.
I need ginger beer.
Ginger beer will help? With cyanide?
I
love that.
Poisons, doctor. There's no cure.
You can't pour it on you.
I need protein.
Walnuts!
Oh, you're gonna choke on him.
I can't understand you.
There's probably duck behind you. There is.
Shake,
Foul.
Milk, shake, milk, not milk. Shake.
Salt?
Cocktail shaker, what do you want, Harvey Wallbanger?
How is Harvey Wallbanger one word?
What do you mean?
I knew it. It was salt.
What's that?
Anchovies.
What else?
And protein.
It's a song. Camptown races.
Camptown races!
I love her!
Look, shock, I need a shock!
Right then.
Okay, I wouldn't have gotten that.
Coming up.
Not make him sick.
Detox. Oh, I must do that more often. I mean, the detox.
Yeah, not the kiss.
You are impossible. Who are you?
He's the doctor, and he is impossible. But I love that about him.
Any one of you had the chance to put cyanide in my drink.
But it rather gave me an idea.
And what would that be?
Poison. Drink up. I've laced the soup with pepper, but the active ingredient of pepper is piperine,
Okay.
traditionally used as an insecticide.
Oh, so who's ever the Wasp? Why did Agatha Christie kind of go a little, uh-oh.
Listen.
What the deuce? Did he just say what the deuce?
Show yourself, demon.
Stay where you are!
I don't want Agatha Christie to get stabbed. Did the old man just get up and run out? He doesn't even need a wheelchair.
Not you, Agatha. You've got a long, long life to lead yet.
Well, we know the butler didn't do it.
Oh, no, it was the butler. Okay, never mind. Okay, he just fell over. I was like, Faker!
My child!
That knife isn't in his back very far. I feel like he probably could have just sat up and not drowned himself in his soup, but here we are.
Just think, Agatha. If anyone can solve this, it's you.
Yeah, just tell Agatha Christie to think, and then she'll get it. Motivated by being told to think.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Agatha Christie.
So dramatic. Donna's just eating snacks.
To understand the solution, we must examine them all. Starting with you, Miss Redmond.
Uh-huh.
You've never met these people, and these people had never met you. I think the real Robina Redmond never left London. You're impersonating her.
Ooh.
What proof do you have? You said you'd been to the toilet.
Earlier today.
Miss Noble and I found this right beneath your bathroom window. You must have heard that Miss Noble was searching the bedroom, so you panicked.
Okay, so she was the unicorn.
I've never seen that thing before in my life.
Uh-huh.
The tools of your trade, Miss Redmond. Or should I say, the unicorn.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got that one.
You came to this house with one sole intention. To steal the Firestone.
Oh, all right then. Yes, I'm the bleeding unicorn. Ever so nice to meet you, I don't think.
I don't think.
Go on then, you nobs. Sling me in jail.
She didn't kill anyone, though.
Is she the murderer?
I might be a thief, but I ain't no killer.
There are darker motives at work. And in examining this household,
Mm-hmm.
we come to you, Colonel.
Damn it, woman. You with your perspicacity.
Perspicacity? Oh my god!
You can walk.
I was joking earlier. I saw the butler and thought it was him.
Staying in the chair was the only way I could be certain of keeping you.
Ew.
Confound it, Mrs. Christie. How did you discover the truth?
Actually, I had no idea. I'm completely innocent.
Shall I sit down then?
I think you better had.
So he's not the murderer?
Indeed not.
He is a liar, pants on fire, or I guess, whatever.
The Firestone has quite a history.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Edison.
In India?
I've done nothing. You brought it back from India, did you not?
Mm-hmm.
Before you met the Colonel. You came home with malaria.
Malaria, yeah.
And confined yourself to this house for 6 months.
Were you transformed into a wasp?
But you had fallen pregnant in India. Unmarried and ashamed, you hurried back to England with your confidant, a young maid, later to become housekeeper, Miss Chandrakala.
Whoa.
And it was no ordinary pregnancy.
Uh-uh.
But when you heard that buzzing sound in the dining room, you said it can't be. Why did you say that?
You'd never believe it. The doctor has opened my mind to believe many things.
It was 40 years ago, in the heat of Delhi, late one night.
She made love to a wasp.
And that's when I saw it, a dazzling light in the sky.
The next day he came to the house. The most handsome man I'd ever seen. Our love blazed like a wildfire. I held nothing back.
Oh, get it. And she did.
He showed me the incredible truth about himself. He'd made himself human to learn about us. This was his true shape. I loved him so much it didn't matter. But he was stolen from me the year of the Great Monsoon. He was taken at the flood.
What is this story?
But Christopher left me a parting gift, a jewel like no other.
Just like a man. Flashes his family jewels and you end up with a bun in the oven.
Miss Chandrakala feared that the professor had unearthed your secret. She was coming to warn you.
So she killed her. I did not.
The Wasp did.
Lady Edison is innocent. Because at this point, Doctor.
Thank you. At this point, when we consider the key to these events, then we have to consider it was you, Donna Noble. What? But you said it all along. The vital clue. That this whole thing is being acted out like a murder mystery. Which means it was you, Agatha Christie.
So she killed them?
No.
No, but she wrote. She wrote those brilliant, clever books. And who's her greatest admirer? Lady Edison.
Don't leave me alone.
So she did kill them?
No.
But just think. Last Thursday night, what were you doing?
I was reading my favourite Agatha Christie, thinking about how clever she must be. How is that relevant?
Just think.
Uh-huh.
What else happened on Thursday night?
She summoned a wasp? I don't know.
Last Thursday night, those boys broke into your church.
That's correct. But I apprehended them.
A man of God against two strong lads. A man in his 40s. Should I say 40 years old? Exactly.
Oh, my God.
Oh!
Lady Edison, your child. How old would he be now?
40.
Your child has come home.
This is poppycock.
Oh?
I thought it was weird that they had a reverend here.
You found those thieves, Reverend, and you got angry.
And that she had another son.
Put those things back where you found them.
It's a little ridiculous.
You realized your inheritance after all these years. You knew who you were. Oh, and then it all kicks off, because this isn't just a jewel. It's
No?
a best performed telepathic recorder. It beamed your full identity directly into your mind. And at the same time, it absorbed the works of Agatha Christie directly from Lady Edison.
Oh, interesting.
Turns out we are in the middle of a murder mystery. One of yours, Dame Agatha.
Dave.
Oh, sorry, not yet.
So he killed them? Yes? Definitely?
Yes.
Well, this has certainly been a most entertaining evening. Really, you can't believe any of this, surely?
Give Mummy a hug. Are you my mummy?
Lady Edison.
Oh,
Little bit of
boy.
buzzing there, Vicar.
Don't make me angry.
What happens then?
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
You humans, worshipping your tribal sky gods. I am so much more. I wanted to take what was mine, and you, Agatha Christie, what's to stop me killing you?
My child.
What's to stop me killing you all?
My goodness.
If my imagination made you kill, then my imagination will find a way to stop you. Foul creature!
Okay, maybe that's why she disappeared for 10 days.
Agatha, what are you doing? If I started this, Doctor, then I must stop it!
And that's why she disappeared? I thought for sure I'd be able to figure out the Agatha Christie of it all. Interesting story. That it absorbed one of her books.
Time is in flux, Donna. For all we know, this is the night Agatha Christie loses her life and history gets changed.
Well, where's she going?
So this isn't like a fixed event, like it could possibly change history. Silent pool.
She's heading for the lake. What's she doing?
Well, I mean, that's what I would do if I were surrounded by bees. I'd head for water.
Its mind is based on her thought processes. They're linked.
Quite so, Doctor. If I die, then this creature might die with me.
Easy, let's calm down there. Drown it. He goes after it. Sometimes the effects on this show, or even the practicality of some of the stuff that they do, is giggly to me.
Murder at the Vicar's Rage. Needs a bit of work.
Just one mystery left, Doctor.
Who are you?
Who exactly are you?
Oh, goodness, woman.
Oh, it's a Firestone! It's dying and it's connected to Agatha!
How do we stop it?
It let her go. Right at the end, the Vesperform chose to save someone's life.
How convenient.
Is she all right, though?
Oh, of course, the amnesia.
She'll forget about us.
Yeah, but we've solved another riddle. The mystery of Agatha Christie. And tomorrow morning, her car gets found by the side of a lake. A few days later, she turns up in a hotel in Harrogate with no idea of what just happened.
That explains her amnesia.
What happens to Agatha?
Oh, great life. Met another man, married again. Saw the world. Wrote.
She never thought her books were any good, though. She must have spent all those years wondering.
Thing is, I don't think she ever quite forgot.
I don't think so either. She retained a lot of that
Some
info.
of the details kept bleeding through.
Mm-hmm.
All the stuff her imagination could use. Like Miss Marple.
I should have made her sign a contract.
It was her idea to begin with. Well, timey-wimey there.
And Christie, Agatha. Look at that.
She did remember.
Somewhere in the back of her mind, it all lingered.
Death in the Clouds. Interesting.
Look at the copyright page.
Facsimile edition, published in the year 5 billion.
People never stop reading them. She is the best-selling novelist of all time.
But she never knew.
I don't know if it would have
How they're
helped.
going to be remembered. All we can do is hope for the best. Maybe that's what kept her writing. Same thing keeps me travelling. Onwards?
Onwards.
Onwards.
Happy-ish ending. That's nice. All right, okay. I got so excited at Agatha Christie. I don't know if I can tell you that I have read Agatha Christie and remembered like the book title, the book story, any of that, but I do know that I had those books when I was a kid. I read a lot when I was a kid. I can't remember the last time I actually started and finished a book. I watched The Expanse like 2 years ago, and I still haven't finished the first book in the series. I don't really have time to read. Anyway, I do love that this is a story about her. I don't know if Agatha Christie actually disappeared for 10 days and had amnesia or not. It sounds like one of her stories. I immediately was just like, oh, yeah, like, was it Rabina? I don't even remember. Felicity Jones. I was like, she's the unicorn. She's the jewel thief. But then I was like, well, maybe the jewel thief and like the unicorn and the wasp are the same person, because like a stinger and like a stinger like thing, like not that a horn's a stinger, but I'm like maybe they are one and the same. No, they're different. I will say that like I enjoyed this a lot. I like a good murder mystery. But I will say that the story kind of was like a little stuff that like you didn't really have a lot of evidence of. Like they did mention that she went to India and she brought back this and like the jewel and had malaria, and I was just like, and then I was like, it's a daughter. It wasn't a daughter. It was a son. And that they gave him up for adoption. But like the jewel triggering him and, you know, making him remember his genetics, all that stuff. So not my favorite story, but I will say the wind is like whipping like crazy outside. Not my favorite story, but I will say that I really enjoyed just everything about this episode. Like the doctor and Donna getting super excited about Agatha Christie and having a murder mystery. And like, I don't know what Donna was on in this one, but she was funny. And I love that. I love having Donna on this show. It does make the show a little bit lighter. But I will say that Catherine Tate is like such a great actress that when it's heavy, it feels heavy. And when it's light, it feels light. And this was a lighter episode for sure. I mean, like murder obviously isn't light. But I loved putting it together. I loved, like having somebody, like I like when they takes somebody who's actually like from human history and incorporates it. And like Donna's just like, oh, like Charles Dickens was really surrounded by ghosts on Christmas. And it's like, yeah, about that. So I love that they like incorporate real life people into these stories, or like people from history rather, and try to like say that like the doctor, and that's the funny thing is like Donna's like copyright, like, you know, Miss Marple was my idea. Was it her idea or was it her idea because Agatha Christie had already thought of it, but she didn't know about it because Donna told her, or it was inceptioned into her brain? Which came first, the chicken or the egg? I mean, obviously, in this case, it was Agatha Christie. No? See, there's those questions that are just hanging out there. Not sure at all. But yeah, I love this. I loved this. And it's so funny that I thought that the old man fell out of the chair, got up and ran out the door, but it was the butler. And then come to find out he could walk. I'm like really good, but I didn't get there the right way. And it was nice to see Felicity Jones again. Man, y'all like just have all these British people in Doctor Who, and then they become like really big stars and make a lot of money. Bravo. Yip, yip. Tip, tip. Top, top. Whatever Donna was saying. Yip, yip is calling for Appa. Anyway. Guys, my brain is... Ever since I got back from my honeymoon, like, I'm not lying, I've been off. Like just maybe that's like happy for having like breaks. I don't know. Maybe it's like having the best ramen I've ever eaten in my life, and I've had really good ramen. Actually, the second best place I've ever had ramen, London. Yeah. I don't even remember what that place was called. But it had like the ramen bowl and like the noodle like thing outside. It was like mechanic, and inside they had like a bunch of cats. Or was it this arm? Anyway, so yeah, I am flying high on my ramen buzz still after all this time. So guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to 4 episodes early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Were you excited about Agatha Christie? I was on to the unicorn from the very beginning, but then I was like, Agatha Christie. Or well, actually, I think I was like, no, red herring. It's actually the older woman that is the unicorn. And then when they said Agatha Christie, I was like, nope. That was exciting. I was really happy to see that. Great story. Not my favorite. Not a little, some of the stuff was a little contrived, but that's completely fine. I'm okay with it. They don't all have to be bangers and make absolute complete sense. Sometimes you just have to have stuff swoop in information-wise to put it all together. That's fine. It was enjoyable. I had a good time watching it. I do always comment on the writing though, so I do fear that like sometimes that gets in the way while I'm watching it. I was just like, well, that wasn't a clue that was given. That's not nice. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. And I thought for some reason they were going to say that Miss Chandrakala was her daughter. I was really stuck on it being a daughter. And then it was a son. And he decided he was going to be a minister, pastor, priest. I don't know. I keep Professor Peach is stuck in my mind, and I'm just like, I kept thinking Princess Peach, and that's like the one name that was like really retaining. Well, go lightly, good lightly, good light, good grief, good grief. Is that what Charlie Brown says? I got this one in Japan. They are obsessed with the peanuts over there, but I really like the sweater because I thought it was cute, and I bought it on Valentine's Day because I was with my sweetheart. Anyway, guys, come back here for the next episode, and in the meantime, I'll see ya. Bye.